Power creep is finally happening in anime Vanguards, to the point where other units can out DPS a Vanguard tier unit. So like your Kaguya, Sung Jin Woo, and Iskaner. Anyways, you saw from the title, I will be showing you 5 to 6 units that are must-have for any player in anime Vanguards. 3 will be easy to obtain, so you don't have to worry. For their ideal trait, Monarch is the best. First on the list is going to be no other than Gojo. I will show you him without Monarch and with it. Reason why he's on this list is because of his familiar, which boosts his damage by a lot, which you will see, and it's a Vanguard rarity as well. I'm recording this 2 days before the update. So here is his familiar, which is technically his glasses. Pretty crazy stats for a familiar. Note that this item only works for him. To get Gojo, all you need to do is summon for him. If you're new or a returning viewer, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And while you're at it, turn on post notifications, so you don't miss when I post any video. He's doing 130k with Blitz trait and all his stats. Now if I use his ability, look at his damage. He got a 53k damage increase. And remember, his ability lasts longer due to familiar. Time for the Monarch version. As you can see, still his stats. So with Monarch, his damage jumped from 130k to 521k, which is above any Vanguard unit max damage. Quick note, damage is different from DPS. Let's test the ability. 739k, which is really good. Is he stronger than Iskaner with full stacks? Time for the next unit. As you saw, the next unit to make this list is Sukuna, because he also got a new familiar, which is better than Gojo's familiar in my opinion. It not only buffs his damage and range, it buffs other units, and he follows up as well. His stats are better than my Gojo. $95k, don't forget he bleed and follow up. If we're comparing him to Gojo, he should be better. Yes, he does more damage than Gojo. Base Gojo is doing 49k DPS, while Sukuna is doing 67k. Next will be Guts, which is super broken, which is another banner summoning unit. But evolving him requires the last map unlock. Even though he has lower damage than both units, he still does more DPS than both. 49k from Gojo, 62k from Guts, and Sukuna's 66k. Just so you know, Guts' damage can get higher as well. Now he's doing 615k damage compared to 300k before. He has a lot of passive as well, pause to read. But he shines when you press his ability. His DPS becomes infinite, but he does have a few seconds downtime. Otherwise, he's a must-get. First unit on this list to get Monarch on. Following Guts is Griffith, which can be obtained from a random event, which spawn whenever you play. forgot to show without Monarch. But for him to work, you need to use the ability twice. I will time skip because it will take a minute. Once you survive his ability once, you get first form. Now we need to spam the ability again. The eclipse is over and I got his final form. Was going to end the video here, but the game updated. So with the new update came 3 new units. Which 2 out of the 3 will make the list? Broly right here is a jack of all trade. He buff, debuff, and do insane damage. Best Vanguard in game, hands down. A quick rundown of his kit. Ability buff crit rate by 20% per wave for all units that are the same element. After 7 waves, it starts boosting crit damage by 10%. First, passive convert extra crit rate into damage. And when he crits, he cleanses debuff on him. Passive 2 is whenever he crits, he boosts his damage by 50% and apply rupture. Rupture stop, regenerate permanently. Passive 3 makes it so it's easier to upgrade him. He reduces his next upgrade cost when he crits by 2% each crit and stack up to 30%. That's basically the quick rundown. With Ethereal is doing this amount. Small test with Guts, which is an unbound unit. He has 105% crit. Now we have base Gogeta. He's a buffer and damage dealer. His main gimmick is to buff fusion units. He reduces cost and increase swap count, and he buffs their crit. He can go up to 2.68 crit damage. So yeah, that's it for the must-have units. In Anime Vanguards Update 8.5. Remember, this is just based on my opinion. If you disagree, so be it. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Stay safe.